everyone, welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. So today I have a cool review for you. It's one of those things you asked me for, so I'm always happy to share those with you. If you have a request, you can drop them in the comments below. But when I was at the Brutus Monroe party, I picked up some of the glazes that they do, which is what you were all asking me to talk about. So one thing I have done is I've pre-prepped a lot of this, because one thing I find with these kind of mediums is how they look when they're wet versus how they look when they're dry can be very different. So hence I've kind of prepped some things and we're going to go through them. So the first one is the Chroma glaze. So this is blush. Now, of course, you knew I was going to buy the pink. This is what it looks like in the pot. And then you can use it. So this is what it comes out on white cardstock. So it's beautifully glossy, like a chrome finish, and it has that bright poppy blush color in it. Now, I got some bleeding on this one. I've since found out a couple of tips and tricks. Pixie spray was a big one. You'll see that my stenciling gets a lot better. With some of the other glazes, I added Pixie spray to my stencil. That made a big difference. And also using a silicone tool, whether that's the Stencil Pal or the Nuvo ones, really did make a big difference. And then I applied it to black, and this is then how it looks. You see it just kind of looks glossy, which is a kind of cool finish. You could definitely do some fun things with this. But I was kind of disappointed because I'm going to show you what this looks like when you put it on. This is how it looks when you put it on black. So I put it on the black thinking, oh great, it's going to dry and I'm going to have this really cool chrome pink finish. Unfortunately, you don't. So I do like the glossiness. I think there's definitely times I would use it, but I was kind of disappointed that it didn't dry like that. So I wanted to share that with you. So that's the Chroma glaze, so the Brutus Monroe. And I'll link everything below, of course, and any sales that we know of or any exclusive coupon codes will be down there too. Then I ordered glitter glaze. So this is unicorn horn. I'm going to open this up so you can see. So it has more of a grey texture, and you're going to see that in the dried ones. So here is it on white. It's actually on watercolor cardstock. So it does give a very sparkly finish, but it does have that kind of grayish tone. Obviously they come in different colors too, so it just depends on the color you pick. And then I tried it out on dark cardstock. So you can see it still pops. You can definitely see it, which is something I like on dark. And it just gives you a different effect because that gray shines through. That's why I picked gray to see how it looks. So these are the finished results. When you put it on, it looks a bit more milky, and then it will dry like this. So that kind of gives you that idea there. I'm going to grab myself a piece of kitchen towel for my spatula because it just makes life much easier. All right. So then I moved on to a different glitter glaze that they had that I bought when I was there. This one is a glow in the dark glitter glaze. So you can see has more of a yellowy tinge for the glow in the dark. I love glow in the dark, let me just tell you. And then I also bought another Chroma glaze. This is the Pearl, and I tried them both out. So this is the glow in the dark on white. Now, obviously you can't really see much other than the glitter. So it just looks like a white glitter paste, but the glow in the dark part of it is cool and it does work. But what I loved was when I put that glow in the dark on the blue, look how it pops through. Like, I was really impressed with how that came out. So I love how that glow in the dark, yes, the glow in the dark's fab. And I always love adding it to a card and having that surprise when people go to bed at night and they see it glowing. But I really love how it reflects and shows up on the dark cardstock. This is the Pearl Chroma glaze. So again, you can't really see much in there other than the pearlized effect. But what I did find, and yes, it's very pretty, the pearl, I do love that on there. But one thing I did find is with the pearl glaze, you can add colors to it. So you can add your dye inks, your distress oxide inks. Hybrid don't work quite as well, but they will work if you want, if that's what you have in your stash. Just pop some down on your surface, something like your glass mat. Apply some glaze over it and mix the two together, and you can turn that into any pearl colored glaze. So you could have pink pearl glaze, you could have orange, green. And you don't have to buy a million colors, just buy a base color. The same applies with the glow in the dark or something like unicorn horn. You can take these base colors of clear or white, add your ink colors to them, and then you create your own paste, which is one of my favorite because I just buy one color. I already have all the ink pads and then I mix them together and off I go. So my review on these is kind of mixed. I have to be honest with you, as you always know. So Chroma Glaze, I love the bright color. I was a bit disappointed how it went on black. I love this glitter glaze glow in the dark. This was definitely a hit for me. Love this one. The pearl, again, I wish it would dry a little bit white, because when you put it on, it does look more creamy. So you see, you can kind of see, I was kind of hoping that would dry as a white pearlized, but it dries clear. So just bear in mind how they dry on the darks are not necessarily going to be how you expect. But the effect of the pearlescent is beautiful. And then the other option is the unicorn horn, which I kind of wish it didn't have that grey tone in it. I really wish it was a bit brighter. But overall, I think the if I was going to buy some, I would buy the glow in the dark and possibly the pearl chroma glaze, because I can mix other colors into both of those and create any color I wanted. So I hope you found that useful. I think overall, just a mixed result in there. 2 I would buy, 2 I wouldn't buy again. But hopefully you found that useful on what you want to add to your stash. You can check out links below. Of course, we always appreciate when you do use them. And if we have any coupon codes, we'll add those for you as well. So thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to have hit that subscribe button and rung the bell, because I will be back tomorrow with another tip, trick, tutorial, or maybe something a little bit different. You never know. So join me tomorrow. In the meantime, have a fantastic day and happy crafting. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.